Good morning, everybody. So this is video number 2 of the week. Um, Something that I seen yesterday when I was just kind of doing some browsing around. Uh, the VA benefits is another big topic going on right now. Um, there's a new hepatitis C shot that is costing a lot of money, and we need to see as Americans what we can do to help them overcome this $3 billion budget. Um, Otherwise, they're going to be shutting down clinics and hospitals, and the vets will no longer be able to get the services that they need to get through everyday lives. You know, whether it's PTSD or other medical issues. Um, it's a it's gonna be a sad deal if we can't figure out what's gonna go on. By the end of August, around August 20th, they will have everything shut down, and so these vets will not be able to receive their benefits. I don't understand what's going on, where the money is going. Um, that's something that needs to be looked into, obviously, uh, to basically find out, okay, is somebody dipping into the pocketbook and nobody's saying anything, or what's going on here? Um, we need to make our voices heard. We need to do everything in our power to make them heard so that we can get these vets everything that they need. The Senate obviously needs to get their butts in gear and figure out what's going to go on and how we're going to overcome this budget. I understand that it's a large number to cover, but there's ways of getting it. It's the matter of fact, are they going to do it? Are they going to work for it? Or are they just going to sit back and watch everybody else suffer while they're living high on the hog? Because that is not okay to watch our vets suffer. It bothers me to no end. I mean, they don't deserve that kind of treatment. So uh, let's get together as communities, whatever, and let's see what we can do. I'm going to have a meeting with the Band of Brothers and a few other people as well and see what we can do about getting funding set up so that these vets can receive their funding that they need for whether it's medication or an operation, whatever it may be that they need. We need to be there and show our support and give them our all. It doesn't matter the dollar, how much, who puts what in. It's whatever you can afford. I'm going to push for fundraisers for these vets so that we can get them the treatments that they need. After I have a meeting with Ken Taylor next week, I will inform you all of what we can do about that, and I'm going to see where and when we can do that and what kind of benefit we can do for them. So it's going to be interesting to see how the things are going to go and what the Senate's going to do with this $3 billion budget that they have to fill the gap for. It's going to be very sad if these vets lose all their benefits, past, present, former. They've earned that right. They should not lose those. They made the sacrifices of their lives for our country, for our freedom, so that we're home every day with our families, uh, going to work and having barbecues and being with friends, doing whatever it may be doing you're doing. We wouldn't have those sacrifices if they wouldn't have made those. And it's kind of like everybody's talking, well, this person needs to do their job, and while this person needs to do their job. No, it's not to play the blame game. Everybody is to blame in the Senate and for the out of control spending. Our government needs to stop spending the money that they do not have, because it is going to affect everything no matter where you're at. And by gosh, should these vets suffer, and by gosh, should these kids suffer because of the budget cuts that they have to make because they cannot receive the funding. And raising the taxes is not what it's about. Leave the lower and middle class alone. Tax the higher class. They're the ones who should be helping instead of getting all these major tax breaks that they are getting. Some bring jobs, some don't. As far as big corporations, we give them a tax break because they're bringing jobs to town. That's great, as long as they hire local. So we need to figure something out, help these guys out so that they can get their prescriptions and their operations and stuff like that. I encourage everyone to go out and let your voice be heard, because some will listen, some will not. No matter where you're at and what you're doing, it only takes a few seconds to a few minutes out of your day to let your voice be heard.